best friend.
Explain that, why has been your best friend?
We did a lot of work at the
You got more in this fight here than when you won your title. You title for the first time against Floyd. Now you're talking about Paul Floyd. If you're looking for pressure,
I gotta make a statement. It's my show. Still belonging.
You seem pretty confident at the press conference. Have you had a chance to study it? What kind of fight do you think it's going to be?
We want it to be confident. That's what we're getting. We want it to be confident. I'll be excited and ready for it.
What's going to be the difference? Like, what's going to give you a big confidence from what you've seen and what you have?
I'm ready to take the fighter. We got some good punishing power instead of strength. I think I'm going to take the red punch. Definitely stronger
Is it the toughest fight you face today, man? I mean, do you think this is your biggest test?
I don't know until I fight in the last big fight, so you never know until you get in there. It definitely is one out there.
You fight against Eric Edwards, right? Do you want to go back and avenge that just because it's two men, I mean, or do you think winning the championship and getting these big fights means that you're past that already?
We've been trying to get that. For now, we're supposed to fight in August last year. That shit happens. Boxing, anyway. Good show.
You don't think it's necessary anymore to revisit that?
For myself, it's not necessary. It's necessary for, like, as far as business and all. For myself, yeah, I know.
You think you're one of the best guys that will succeed? Obviously, you have a title that will look at the landscape. Are you one of the best, or are you improving in this fight for the that could be a challenge if you get past this fight. I mean, or is there anybody there that attracts you?
I mean, I respect George Groves. Right now, I just focus on him. But there's a lot of big money fights. George Groves, but like I said, I just focus on him right now. He's a big name. A lot of money. Tom Jr. James Gale. It's a lot of big names.
You took a real different approach last time. You ignored all the voice, ignored everything else. It was just all about battles. How important was that to you to have that mindset? Have you had that same mindset?
Same mindset. Floyd's here after the morning. I don't really see Floyd that much. I focus on my fight. I always come in sometimes, see how Floyd does. We both got one type of fights. You gotta think about this side of the field. But it's gonna be a good night.
Talking about Floyd, I gotta ask you that. You don't want to talk about Floyd. Word on man, that's what we're here for too. What do you think about that fight, man? Floyd getting in there probably the last time.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be his last fight.
How do you?
I'm excited for him. We're always good fight. Anything can happen.
To tell Boxing Boys, this is your first fight as a world, defending the world title. How is this training camp coming into it as a world champion in comparison to the other 16, 17 other training camps?
I always try to have the underdog mentality still. It's like any other fight. I don't have a big head because I won the title. I'm the same guy. You gotta work even harder.
Do you feel like you're still becoming a better and better fighter? Because you haven't, despite winning the world title, you haven't even had 20 pro fights yet.
Yeah, I got 21 fights, but yeah. I'm still trying to learn every day, trying to get better, listen to my corner, listen to my team, staying humble, trying to get better. Yeah,
people, when they talk about Gennady Golovkin, they always bring up Andre Ward because he's at 68, Gennady of course at 60. So why not yourself in a matchup with Gennady Golovkin? Would that not make sense?
If he comes up to 168, I'm not knocking nobody. Why not? I think in the future, it's going to be hard for me to make 68. I think I'll move up to 75 maybe next year.
Would you like your chances in a fight against Golovkin if it could happen?
Absolutely. If you're a fighter, you got to believe in yourself. He's a killer. He's a very good fighter. I like him. I like his style. I like the way he fights. But, I'm a fan of him when it comes to watching him fight. But if I'm fighting him, I'm not a fan anymore.
You know, also speaking of Andre Ward, if that fight can't happen at 68, because you guys are both talking about possibly moving up, could it happen at 75?
Absolutely, anything can happen. But right now, I'm just focusing on George Groves.
Being focused on George Groves, he's not your average European fighter. He moves like an American fighter. Is there anything there that you think is impressing you? The way he fights, you know, he's not the prototypical European fighter.
Yeah, you know, he got a lot of speed. He fights with a lot of heart. He's a tough guy, so it's a very tough fight for me. You know, I respect him, but I also believe in myself.
How'd you see his fight against Carl Froch too? It looked like he was winning that fight, and then he got caught late. Do you take anything from that?
A little bit of a stars make fights. You can't go for one fight. You know, me and Carl Froch are two different fighters, so you can't look at that too much. But anything can happen about it.
Looking at 175, if the money's right, would you go up? Being that you say that it's going to be tough for you to make 168, would you step up for a Kovalev fight in the future?
Anybody that got a title. That's the goal, to move up to 75 and get a title there.
How do you see Kovalev? Is he the top 175 fighter, or is he high? How do you feel about him?
For me, he's the top guy. Yeah. Absolutely, he proved himself. He's the man.
For Groves, what style do you think you're going to have to fight in? Are you going to be more of a boxer or the aggressor?
A little bit of both.
What's your take on Golovkin versus Lemieux?
That's a very good fight. I like Lemieux. I still favor Golovkin in that fight, but Lemieux, whatever you say, he got some fast hands, there's good power. I like it. It's going to be a hell of a fight. I might even go watch that fight.
If you were at 160, would you fight him? Because it feels like everybody's scared to fight Golovkin. Why do you think that is, man? And would you fight him if you were at 160? Or why do you think people are hesitant to take that
160,
fight?
I can't make 160.
No, but if you were, really.
Yeah, of course. I mean, he's the man. You gotta fight the best. You don't want to be the best.
What do you take when fans say that Mayweather should fight Gennady Golovkin, that if he drops to 154, you think the fans are just looking for a reason to
They just want to see him lose, you know. Even if he moved up and beat Golovkin, whatever, they would still talk shit. They would say, oh, let's fight Klitschko now. You know, it never happened. But he's focusing on his fight with Bird right now.
What about a fight with Adonis Stevenson? And, you know, from a promotional thing, it seems like it could actually be a realistic fight between you two.
Absolutely, but right now I'm at 68 and focusing on George Groves. After that fight, after George Groves, we're going to see what's up.
What do you think about Groves, and what kind of fight is this going to be?
I think it could be. I'm not saying it's going to be, but it could be the fight of the night. He's going to come try and get what's mine. I'm not going to let it go, so I'm going in for the kill. And it's going to be a very, very entertaining fight.
What does that necessarily mean?